Big Pete fancied building his own street sleeper. His idea was to find a solid but scruffy Mark II Cortina, upgrade the suspension, and fit an Essex 3-litre V6 engine. A green car, 1969, on a G-Reg was purchased. With permission from his governor down at the local garage, he stripped out the standard running gear, and once a donor rotted out Mark II Capri 3-litre was collected, began slowly stripping, fabricating, and swapping everything across. I only entered the scene on being requested to dispose of the superfluous to requirements rotten and stripped out Capri shell, stuffed with various metal items and shoehorned in next to the scrap skips round the back of the garage. With no axle or suspension, there was no way of getting it out from behind the building easily. I trundled off down there with our old Leyland 270 tractor with loader fitted, dragging their week's tip-in trailer behind. Trying to extract the Capri shell with the usual cooperation from the natives, plus customers' cars on the forecourt, and then get it up onto the trailer, proved to be a long-winded and sweat-inducing trial, not helped by the Leyland's intermittent power steering shenanigans. Over the following weeks, Pete's Cortina Savage Tribute Act gained an MOT, and he started using it to go backwards and forwards to work. As often happens on these jobs, fast forward a couple of years, and I noticed the Cortina was back behind the local garage, looking very sorry for itself. Pete, now running his own car sales from that site, commented that he just hadn't got time to mess with the old Ford, and I ended up buying it off of him for spares. When running a small scrap business, it's your yard regulars that help keep everything moving. I've always subscribed to the quick 50 is better than the slow 100 ethos of dealing. Large amounts of storage space were a luxury I just did not have. So when my dear old friend Nick called in one afternoon in September 2001, I was more than happy to take a small profit and move the Mark II Cortina onto him, agreeing to drop the car off at his lock-up garage later in the week. A few days into a new relationship, and with a date to collect her after a lunchtime shift, I rolled up outside the riverfront pub on a sunny Friday afternoon in the old Iveco 5510 recovery truck. This ensemble completed by the Mark II Cortina loaded and ready to be dropped off and handed over to Nick. No doubt expecting to be ferried away in my Mercedes, the somewhat baffled or even startled face that emerged from the establishment upon my quick blast on the air horns was a picture to behold. In fairness, no disparaging remarks were made, and we rattled off to our destination. Some vehicles are like the automotive equivalent of a bloody boomerang. I once had a VW LT28 van I bought and managed to buy and sell it 4 times. That Mark II Cortina was another like this. By autumn 2003, Nick had decided he had had enough of it, stripped all of the saleable running gear out, and once again I was outside his lock-up garage dragging the thing onto the lorry. A complete Luddite, I had only discovered the World Wide Web after my little cousin Rod, at then only 16, donated his old desktop computer to me upon getting a new one. This new thing called eBay looked okay, but I was reserving judgment. Spurred on by my then girlfriend, I listed a few parts off of the Mark II Cortina. Totally a rookie, and in suspicion of electronic payments, I specified my only accepted method of cash or postal orders. This I knew was basically the same as cash. I had to go into hospital for the day at the end of that week to have 6 teeth removed under general anaesthetic. Travelling up in a BMW 735i I had acquired from Big Pete. Yes, I know, I never learned. The car was fine on the way up, but wouldn't start for my father in order to bring me home. Some weird electrical folk had him ripping up the back seats and jiggling all sorts of wires just to try and get it started, whilst I was sat completely ahead of it from the anaesthetic in the passenger seat. Eventually we did get home. The auctions for the Cortina parts had ended by then, and with the arrival of the postman the following day, I stared at a pile of letters containing lots and lots of postal orders. Unable to really speak and still spitting bloods everywhere, I spent most of the day in my mother's kitchen wrapping up various parts into parcels and weighing them on her cookery scales. Thankfully, over the next few days, I managed to get back into some sort of functioning condition, loading up the Cortina shell along with a load of other scrap in the yard and weighed the whole lot in. In all, it was a nice little learner several times over. When running a small scrap business, It's your yard regulators. Hey, yeah. Oh, I hadn't even pressed play. Oh, fuck it. Well, that's bloody ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, oh, hello there. Oh no. Oh dear. I'll try again. Hello there! Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this one and weren't put off by my missus squawking, squeaking and laughing in the background, then please enjoy it and subscribe to the channel. You could also like and share. It really is a winner if you do that. If not, never mind, we'll try again. Take care and good luck.